I'm Lynda Hafner. I'm a top producing realtor at ERAQ Realty in Central Massachusetts. Today's video, we're going to talk about 8 home selling photo mistakes that you want to avoid because they can cost you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you've caught some of my other videos where I go over the home buying and selling processes, and I hopefully will educate you so that you can make great choices for yourself when you are buying and selling a home. Home selling photos are also known as listing photos. I don't think sellers understand just how important listing photos are as far as getting buyers in your home, because before we can really understand how there could possibly be mistakes with photos, we have to understand what is the goal of the photos. Okay, here's the goal. Lots and lots of buyers, because that is what is going to drive up the price, drive up the leverage, drive up the possibility of offers, and end up with more money in your pocket. So behind me, I have everything listed out. These are the mistakes that we're going to talk about, but I'm not just going to talk about them, I'm actually going to demonstrate them. I'm going to try showing you some so that you can actually see for yourself what a difference it's going to make in the eyes of a buyer. As a seller, you don't hear the comments that I hear from buyers when we're talking about homes. I see listing photos every single day. I'm evaluating homes every single day. There are good photos, and then there are absolutely cannot even believe they're on the internet photos. So I want you to be able to distinguish the good photos from the bad photos, because you certainly want to make sure that the realtor you choose has amazing photos that they're going to be representing for your home, so that you end up walking away with the highest price. The first mistake you want to avoid is posting any photos online of rooms that look as cluttered as that top picture. Look at the contrast of a room that is completely cluttered to the point where you really can't even get an idea of what it is you're buying, to the room below. It's not the same bedroom, but you get the idea. That top room is so cluttered, it's really hard to even visualize how you could possibly live there. The second room has been decluttered already and really shows well, so that buyers can understand what they're buying and really appreciate all the space and the lightness. Again, this is just another example where the clutter really interferes with a buyer's ability and desire to want to go see the house. Not to mention, it also touches base on the second mistake of selling photos, which is darkness. Can you see the difference between the darkness in the top photo versus the lower photo? Obviously, a buyer is going to be willing to pay more and want to come see a house in the second photo underneath than the top one. Most of the mistakes that I'm talking to you about are related to real estate agents trying to take the photos themselves. In this kitchen photo, this happens frequently. The light from the window makes the entire room look dark, as it does in this first photo. Now, the bottom photo was taken by a professional, and they have the camera equipment to offset the lighting and make it come out right. You can see there's a huge difference in how your home is perceived by a buyer online. Obviously, the darkness of that top photo of the kitchen is really going to hurt its likability by buyers. Another thing that is a mistake with that top photo is the angle at which it's taken, which is the third home selling photo mistake that I'm going to talk about. Rooms looking smaller than they should. So how do you make sure that your home photos, when it goes on the market, don't look like photo number 1 on the top and looks like the one on the bottom? You ask your realtor if they use a professional photographer, and you ask to see photos that they've used in their listings. The third home selling photo mistake that I see quite frequently is showing rooms in a home that make it look small. Buyers don't want small rooms. They want the rooms to look as good as possible. And especially if they're looking online at photos in their living room, and that is going to make or break whether they go see that house, you want it to look as big as possible. You want to be using a wide angle lens. The top photo showing just that bathroom sink only, it's not going to show a buyer anything. I see photos like that all the time, and I don't understand it, especially when you compare it to the lower photo, which is the same exact bathroom, but as you can see, it completes an entire picture, and a really good picture because it uses a wide angle lens to really show the buyer what that bathroom is like, and that's going to bring them to want to go see your home. This top photo is the exact same bedroom as the bottom one, yet as you can see the mistake in that top photo, they are taking it at a terrible angle, not showing how much spaciousness there is to this bedroom, and it's also appearing darker than it should to attract buyers and attract higher offers. If you want to attract as many buyers as possible to come see your home and put in offers, you definitely do not want to use blurry photos, which is mistake number 4. As you can see in this top photo that was obviously taken by an amateur, they were moving when they took the photo, and compare that and contrast it to the lower photo, which is actually the exact same room, taken by a professional photographer with a wide angle lens that really captures the essence of that room. You can see how dramatic of a difference this would be in the eyes of a buyer. This home selling photo mistake is showing the ugliest parts of a home. No buyer needs to see that. It's like going on a first date. You don't show all your baggage on the very first date. You wait until they like you. Kind of the same thing with a house. Now, yes, are these the basement stairs? They are. But does a buyer need to see that online? No, they can wait until they see it in person. We only want photos online that are going to wow buyers into making an appointment. That is the goal of the listing photos. All homes have heating systems, water tanks, and electrical services, just like this home. But do buyers need to see this? Is this going to encourage them to schedule an appointment for your home? Absolutely not, unless you just invested in a brand new, sparkling, clean, $10,000 heating unit. Don't post it online. In these two photos, the top photo, you can see the person taking the picture is in the picture of the home. I think this is very unprofessional, and I think it could hurt you when you're negotiating a price on your home, because they're going to realize that the person taking it isn't professional and may use that to barter down on the price. Then the second thing going on with these two photos is, as you can see, these are the exact same room. The top photo, the room does not represent itself at all. It looks way too small, whereas you can see the lower photo, way bigger. Really shows how huge, light, and bright it is. This next photo, it may not cost you a ton of money, but personally, I believe that it's unprofessional to have a bunch of cars blocking the home. Now, in this top picture, this is the mistake picture. This one's not that bad. I've seen photos of homes with 4 and 5 cars in the driveway, and it prevents the buyer from seeing the space in the driveway. Now look at the bottom photo. Do you see how inviting that looks, and how, wow, I can park lots of cars there? It's just a better representation of the property. It's going to encourage people to want to go see it more so than that top photo with the truck in the photo. And also, if there's a bunch of license plates, it's really preventing your identity safety with that license plate showing. The 8th listing photo mistake that you want to avoid is making sure that you have enough photos. Only posting 1 or 2 photos is just disastrous. I can't tell you what a turnoff that is. Buyers will not even schedule an appointment if there's only 1 or 2 photos for a couple of reasons. One, because they don't want to take the time if they have absolutely no idea what it looks like. And number 2, because if there's only 1 or 2 photos, in my experience, it's usually because there's something wrong with the house and they don't want to show the house. And I tend to advise my clients of this, when we are talking. So, and I think they feel the same way most of the time. I mean, if you're not going to show photos of the interior, people are automatically going to think that there's something wrong. So you don't want that, especially if your home is really nice. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of photos. Now, granted, the MLS only allows you a certain number of photos, but still take advantage of that. Show off your house. Show off the best qualities of your home. You are attracting buyers. You are going to get the highest price for your home, and you're going to walk away a satisfied seller. It all starts with the listing photos. I hope this information helped you. Please subscribe to my videos. Every week I create a new video going over all these topics to help you when you are buying and selling a house. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.